Well, that wasn't great. I just got a stern talking to from the authorities telling me that I should not be doing this here. That's fine. Hey kid, wanna buy a big truck? I'm like, yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my first attempt at a moto vlog, I guess you would say. This is my FZ1 2009 second gen FZ1. For those of you that are familiar with the FZ line, she's got some little imperfections, and it's fast. It hasn't been started in like a month, so let's see. Cold start. Not bad. The weather says it's cold, but it's supposed to be dry. Hopefully that will stay true. Let's hop on the bike, see what happens. Probably still a little cold. That's alright. How are we doing on fuel? Yeah, oh, okay. It says since we have fuel. Let's see. I don't know though, the bike sings. What do you guys think? Is the audio too loud? Should I adjust? This is not the permanent audio setup anyways. I literally stole the microphone off my girlfriend's gaming headset and connected it to an extension cord for headphones and plugged that into my action camera. So yeah, shout out to my girlfriend for lending her microphone. That's literally what's like zip tied into my helmet right now. So yeah, we're stuck behind this log truck. That's fun. I'm getting wet, not because it's raining, but because it's just splashing up on me from the log truck. So I'm gonna try to get around him here as quick as I can. Because I have seen Final Destination. This camera that I am using, by the way, is the Insta360 1RS. It's been out for a while now. It's not brand new, but it's pretty new technology. I've heard some good things and bad things about it, and there's one particular reason that I chose it. Insta360 is a company that really appealed to me. I had noticed that their products seem to be very user-friendly. I've seen a bunch of the footage that's come out of their products. I know people are using their products, and I see people using them, and I go, wow, that looks really cool. I really like what comes out of that product. And so that alone speaks a lot to what I'm going to buy. And when I discovered the 1RS, I was honestly just prepared to buy the X3 when I discovered the 1RS. And the 1RS is a modular design, and I personally love modularity in almost any form. I love being able to kind of take things apart and rearrange them. One of the great benefits to that camera, to the Insta360 1RS that I have now, is that you can change lenses. It came with two lenses in the kit that I bought. I bought the twin edition, so it has the 4K boost lens, and it also has the 360 lens. So any given time, you can just take it apart and say, you know what, I decided I want this lens, and then you're on that lens, and you're doing that thing. And I've taken some 360 footage with this camera, and I thought it was really fun, really incredible. I really want to play more with the 360 ability because I think it's super cool, and I want to get more experience at kind of capturing that kind of footage, editing that kind of footage, and then putting that kind of footage out into the world, because I think it's really, really cool. But I also like the idea of having a regular 4K boost lens, which is what we are on right now. This is the 4K boost lens. It's not doing 360 things. It's basically doing kind of copy GoPro things. And in my opinion, just from what I've noticed so far, it seems like the video, image quality is a smidge better on this lens than the 360 lens. Partially because it is capturing a little bit less like data when the lens is working, but that's also, I think, partially due to how I'm processing the video footage, because I have also heard that if you process it on your smartphone, it tends to compress it and you don't get as high quality, high resolution footage as if you process it on your computer. So far, I've literally I processed like 3 videos from Insta360 and I did them on my smartphone. So I noticed that the 360 ones tend to be a little bit more kind of grainy and kind of sketchy, but still really cool footage. There's also like a distinct like warpage that you get with the 360. Even after you've cut it down, it's still got a lot of distortion. It looks like almost a fisheye lens. If you're familiar with fisheye lenses on like still photography, it's kind of the fisheye version of videography in my opinion. Whereas this lens, it comes out much more normal looking, just like having a kind of normal wide angle lens. And it does have a feature to zoom in or out to wide angle as well on this lens. So this is a very versatile camera. Here's the thing, I'm not a huge camera guy. I like cameras because I like to take pictures and make videos, but I'm not a huge tech nerd that knows everything about apertures and f-stops and, you know, motion blur and everything else. So the Insta360 is a super streamlined, really easy to use. They have this app where you just go into the app and you can do everything in there. And honestly, it's almost like using Instagram to just edit like a photo, but in video form. Like, it's very easy, it's very simple, self-explanatory. So far I've not looked up how to really do anything in there. I just jumped in it, threw some of my footage in it, and bam, there it was. Like, it's very simple and easy, particularly compared to what I usually edit with, which is much more like a old school computer program. It's a little tricky, and I've had to YouTube many things like, hey, how the hell do I do this? How do I do that? How do I cut this into here? And, you know, whatever. And so, yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this camera. My phone sucks. I've taken phone videos on this thing, and my phone is not good. To be honest, surprisingly, if I hard mount my phone like it is right now, if I tilt it forward and I press record, it's super vibration-y and buzzy at lower RPMs, like at cruising speed. If you're just chugging along, it looks like you're going a million miles an hour and it's all over the place. On the other hand, as soon as you really rip into it, the motor actually smooths out so much at high RPM that the camera gets way smoother. It's so funny when you watch a video filmed on the phone. If I'm off the throttle, it's really shaky, and as soon as I get on the throttle and the RPM start to climb, then it starts to smooth out, which is, I just think it's kind of funny. But it's also not a great angle, and you know, that's pretty much the only place I really want to put my smartphone. It's you know, hard mounted with the RAM. It's hidden behind the fairing, so it's pretty well protected. Even in the rain, it tends to stay pretty dry. I can even use it with my finger while I'm riding, which is very convenient. So, you know, obviously I'm not trying to put my phone on my chin. So another reason that I bought the Insta360 One RS is for its really small size. It's very compact. It's basically the same size as a normal like GoPro, and a lot of the other Insta360 products are all larger. I will say that they do make one that is smaller. I think that's the Insta360 Go 3 is smaller. It's the really small one. You can mount it to the bill of your hat or whatever. I honestly think that one would be really fun to get too. I would love to have that one just to use like when I was at a bike meet or an event, a barbecue. You know, I went to a ton of really cool motorcycle events last summer, and it would have been really awesome to just have that, like, that hat mounted view as you walk through the crowds, looking at all the different bikes and everything. And then you're totally hands-free. You can still do whatever you would normally be doing. Honestly, you get to the point where you forget that camera is even there, and you're just recording what you would normally be doing. So you're just very naturally kind of, you know, doing the thing, and then viewers can come along later and just do that thing with you, which is really, really cool. And talk about cameras a little bit more in the future. Again, you know, it's not like a huge passion of mine. I can't say I'm the most knowledgeable person about cameras, but I've learned what I need to know to be able to try to create the art that I want to create. And yeah, I just want to maybe share some of that with you guys, and then also, you know, hear your comments on the things that I'm using, how I'm using them, what kind of content you guys want to see. Isn't this place beautiful? This is where I live. This is the entry road to my house. This is basically my private driveway. I go into town. The downside is I have to drive/ride a long time to get to town. Every single thing we need is a you know, hour-long round trip, 2-hour-long round trip to the big city. So it just is what it is. It's one of the reasons I got the motorcycle, because if you got to make a trip like this all the time, well, hell, you might as well be doing it on a bike, right? What gear are we in here? 5th, 4th, 3rd. Oh, yeah. Yep, still got it. Just don't get it. The weather forecast said no rain today, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. No rain, nice and dry. They said it was going to be a little chilly, 46 degrees, no rain, no precipitation today. Just going to pull over and get some gas though. What the hell? Maybe put my rain pants on. The rain pants help a lot. Your legs are what mostly get wet in my experience. So if you have some rain pants on, keep your legs dry. Usually keep it a more pleasant experience. Six, 5, 4, 3. Those people think I'm crazy. My favorite corners in the dry. These ones are real tight and you can come into them real quick in the dry, but I'm not gonna push it in the wet. There's just no sense. Second now. This should be third. RS. That might have been it for the sunshine. Oh man, it was so nice for a second. I actually went past my turn. I'm like way up on the mountain now, but it was just so nice. I just wanted to keep riding. When it went away, it just all of a sudden started like freezing raining on me. Not fun, so I'm probably gonna turn around and go hit my turn. Last time I looked, the battery said it was super low, but it says you're still recording, which is pretty wild. So far, getting pretty good battery life out of the Insta360. I only have one battery right now, which kind of sucks. But that's another subject for another day. I'm going to be ordering more soon, and then I'll have a whole kit so that I can make sure the recording never stops. But yeah, I think I'm going to find a place to turn around here, and we'll call that a video. I think this has been a pretty good adventure. I hope you guys will join me on the next one.